Anker 3800 from Miwa. 4 dimples, 4 magnets. I'll get more into that. Let me try and pick this. I'm going to give it another, just to reset the springs on it. Something didn't feel right. This was the pin to pick, the second pin to pick, the whole damn time. What is going on? Alright, got nuts in there. What do we got back here? There we go. Got the first pick done. That should be it. Yeah. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking for counter rotation on any of the pins. Counter rotation signifies that we are not out of the Bible completely. So I didn't feel anything. What happens if we're not out of the Bible completely actually would have been very apparent right there. As soon as I would have released tension, then would have spun back. But alright, time for magnets. Listen to this. The first one goes real fast. I got 2 on here because it makes east-west easier. Right. So got a good little turn there. I'm going to try just a little bit more with this. Okay, the scary move. Alright, so now at this point, we started at the center. We are now to this degree. We are tied up. So, gotta figure out where on earth we are tied up at. Sounded like we dropped 2. Maybe not. noise. Let's see. I'm not getting the noise that I want. There we go. We got it open. Alright, that took forever today. Alright. So, I'm going to show this off because it's open now. As promised, I will show more about the magnets. So I just wanted to show off that this is actually open, and I'm going to close it again. Now, more about the magnets. The key looks like it has 8 magnets. It has 4, and those 4 are polar and bipolar. So this we call east-west. It's, north and south. These are aligned the same way. One of these is facing north, one of them is facing south. What that meant was that I had to create polar. Hopefully I didn't get too much glare. There you go. A polar pick and another polar pick. Bipolar there, polar. So the issue is that these magnets are too thick for me to go ahead and stick them together with both of them on. I probably could have broken these down in some way, but the reason why we went in sideways is that pins 2 and 4 are linked. There is no way to set one without the other. Believe me, I tried. I broke the lock down to nothing but those 2 pins, and they absolutely would not set without both of them being set simultaneously. So yeah, it's not a crybaby thing here. This isn't I just want to open this lock. It was no, I determined the only way to open that would have been with both of them being picked at the same time, which, if you knew how many takes I've done on this, I'm happy this is finally on film. Trying to get this in here because the lip here means that this is definitely going to gum up during a gut if I don't get it under the pins. Alright. Okay, so we can start our dump with back pin number 4, 3, 2, 1. And then this is where the teeny tiny springs become a problem. So, fingers on both sides. Tweezers at the ready. I forgot. Realistically, this needs plastic tweezers. Come on, spring. There we go. And of course, it's a Japanese lock, so it's going to be those horrific tiny little springs. Alright, and then we got this protector, and we got some anti-drill mechanisms here. Let's see. Okay, so I can pull that out for now. Magnets. Killing me. Alright. I'm going to give the close-up here right now. So, that lip on the end, that's why every single one of these has to be picked twice. Yeah, I probably should have turned it around by now, but you know what? I don't actually have to gut even, so. So bite me, yeah. Alright, we'll go ahead and go all the way back around. Alright. And alright, so these copper pieces or brass pieces inside that the pins get hung up on, that's probably a good way to look at it. Hopefully that clears it up enough. Those come out in the cam version. They do not come out here. So on these guys, like I said, I'm not mastered. We got a magnet right there, and then we got the hook. So this is where it gets, there's a weird serration, and so it gets caught twice. But aside from that, it's also the fact that if it's too far in one direction, then the back of it hits and gets caught. And if it's too far forward, then the front hits and gets caught. And so you have to get it at the perfect area. And as you can see from the plug, it is a solid piece of metal. The interaction interaction between magnet and magnetic pin is through steel, or whatever this is, probably brass, I don't know. But yeah, it's not a direct interaction. Let's see, every single one of these guys had that bit of lip to it, and so yeah, this was a monstrous pick. I really wish that this could have been a single magnet picking at it the entire time, but in the end, I honestly brought this down to just those two magnets, and they only set at the exact same time. And yeah, it was okay, let me double check and see if everybody's still good with accepting this entry if it's done that way. And so far, everybody said, yeah, it counts. So the thing that I didn't do, this was some of my experimental stuff. I 3D printed the key and then broke it down and started adding magnets so that I could test and listen for the magnets and try to figure out what the clicks sound like. All of this was before I ended up breaking down and just completely gutting it. But yeah, that is the Miwa 3800 Anker 3800 from Miwa. Yeah, thank you.